The Wauchula grandmother who left her 7-month-old granddaughter in a hot car to die was sentenced to 5 years in prison.
This is a story so wild and so dark, I could not believe it was true. Grandma here left her grandchild in a hot car and the baby died. But 1 year earlier,
their son, 16-month-old Ezra, had wandered out of his grandparents' Wauchula home and drowned in a pond. His grandmother, Tracey Nix, says she had fallen asleep and he got it out of the house.
This grandma has 2 deaths on her hands. How is this possible? Let's listen to some of what went down during sentencing because this is crazy.
I love you, and I have always loved you with all my heart. And I tell you that because I can't imagine how I would have acted and reacted had you been taken from me. I cannot imagine that.
A psychologist testified, saying he believed medication, including Ambien and a muscle relaxer, caused Nix to have issues in remembering things.
This is perhaps where the medication does come in. She got quiet, and I forgot that she was there. She was quiet, and there was nothing there to remind me that she was in the car.
The day that I agreed to invite my mom into my daughter's life, I was afraid. I was terrified. But I wanted restoration with you. I wanted that. I wanted our family. I wanted to save something, Mom. I did. I wanted to save something. I'm still your daughter. And nothing is changing any of this. I still love you. I hate this. I hate that I had to choose. But you know I had to. And it doesn't change my heart. But I had to seek justice for my daughter and my son because I had already been forced to choose as it relates to the sentencing. And I hate it so much, but as her daughter, I don't want any of this. And as their mother, I beg you to honor my children's deaths.
There's no medical records nor testimony presented to this court that she suffers from Alzheimer's, dementia, or senility November 1 of 2022.
Judge Brandon Ray Fool says there were clear signs a baby was in the car.
Uriel Shock's tragedy is not an isolated incident. This is the second. The court watched and heard her interview. I do not believe she's showing remorse. I believe she's showing sorrow.
Here's the front seat of the vehicle, 40, where there's wipes and things in a car. And when people go places with kids, they leave objects, the thread on the steering wheel, things in the front seat to remind them where they had a child. And I'm not talking about a child that was there, you had an hour-long, 2-hour-long drive. I'm talking a 7 to 9 minute drive. Here's the exhibit 29. It's the back seat of the car. There's evidence everywhere. Then we see the picture of when Nay and them got there. That's evidence 23. I then have a half-empty thing, a bottle, evidence 35. I heard and saw the body cam footage along with the interrogation room video of Tracey Nix immediately discovering what happened after she has a grandchild passed away. She was distraught. I don't believe there's a lot of remorse in that about her grandchild suffering and death. Rather, I see her more concerned with her community image and the death of the child. I want to leave. I want to go away. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this.
Judge Ray Fool sentenced Nix to the maximum he could, 5 years.
The court hereby sentences Tracey Nix to Florida State Prison for a term of 5 years of Florida, or 60 months with credit for all time served.
We're going to spend the rest of our lives. My son is going to grow up his whole life without his brother and without his sister. 5 years to me, is it justice? No, not really. It was what we could have gotten.